Played exceptionally well on defense and what we expected them to do. So, congratulations to them. Felt that we never got really in much of a rhythm at all today, offensively, but defensively we did a really nice job of really holding them down and keeping them to 6 points. Fumbling the ball on the 6-yard line isn't really the defense's fault there. I thought that special teams did a great job of setting up the first touchdown, and then we can't get a field goal block to tie the game. We can't have a penalty blocking the back on a return. We were on our third returner today. We can't have a penalty with legal fair catch. The field position today just felt like we were having to go 85, 90 yards almost every drive. And it's a real challenge with a defense like Wisconsin's. So altogether, just not a very good day for the Huskies, and need to make sure that we come back preparing for Purdue in a manner that we're ready to play our best game this coming Saturday.
What happened to Jonah?
He got rolled up on the screen pass, so he got a 12 or 13 yard gain on the screen, and then kind of the way he landed and the way he fell, we couldn't put him back in the game.
What about with Denzel?
Denzel got rolled up on as well, his ankle on a play, so he was able to come back in at times. Then, other times he couldn't, but we'll have to evaluate what that looks like. But it was not as significant.
And Landon and
Drew we had to take out for lower leg injury, so we had to take him out at halftime, or a little bit before, I guess. And then we had to, or halftime, then we had to go with, and then Landon has a cast on his hand, and we felt like all week we were able to practice with it and let him play with it, but the way they were challenging him, it was we weren't able to go with it.
Was that an injury from the Illinois game?
Yeah.
You guys obviously had an opportunity. You're down 13-10, and the decision to kick from 50-ish out and the elements, what went into that when you obviously could have gone for it?
Yeah, we were on the 31-yard line. We felt like the wind was in our favor there. We felt like we had a chance. Grady felt really good about the distance. It was going to be a 49-yarder. We felt like at that time we tie the game up. And if we don't make it, they get the ball on the 31-yard line. Defensively, we were playing very good on defense. We felt like, there was plenty of time in the game. It was over 10 minutes, I believe. So we wound up not getting it. They blocked a kick, and then 6 plays later they punt. But they wound up punting it back to us on the 4-yard line, and that was a challenge. We weren't really converting a ton of third downs, so part of that went into it too. That the 4th and 5 going for it there, it was an either-or situation.
What do you feel like Wisconsin did to make it so hard to run the ball today? Was it the injuries up front, or?
Well, I think it was certainly a mixture of their size. They've always had they have a very good defense. There's no surprise there. They're able to. They're very physical, which we knew they were going to be. We wound up having some injuries at center, right tackle, and running back. So that's going to make a difference. But in the end, I felt like there was times we got going in the running game a little bit. And, there were some unfortunates, like we had a 1st and 10, 8-yard run in the 2-minute drive at the end of the half, 2nd and 2, and then we get a 15-yard penalty for, pulling a guy off of Adam. So there were some things that weren't the way we wanted to go, but I thought it was just all in all, thought Adam Muhammad really ran well today. And in the situation of being really the lone back today, Jordan Washington had an illness, so he couldn't come. So just in combination of where we were, it was, I thought, hats off to him.
What did you see from Demond? He was under pressure all day. I know some guys were hurt. He looked like he was running for his life half the time, and then he was missing some open throws, too. He looked like he had a tough day out there.
Yeah, I don't think we played as well as Demond would like to play. I think that we got to continue to help him and give him different, give him different ball plays that maybe he can execute differently or better. I thought protection wasn't as good as we wanted it to be today. They certainly challenged us in a lot of manners. I think there's some things that we missed in terms of at the quarterback that we need to make sure that we don't miss again. We can't obviously, on the 1st and 10 on the plus 38, up 7, that corner fell off on the double move with Desmond, and you had Chris Lawson right in front of you. You got to, those are things that we'll work through. As to keep running, those are situations that we learn from. And there was other situations, we're scrambling around, and he kept us in the game. He made some huge plays for us with his feet, and made some good throws to the sideline. But I was a very good football team that, gives you a lot of challenges on defense.
All right. All right, thank you, everybody.
Okay, thank you.